So you want to be a streamer, eh? Stream yourself playing music to the world? Well, I think there's a couple good questions to have answers to before you get started, just to get you set out on the right foot. So that's what we're here for today, is to do that. Yeah. So what you doing? Now, what I mean by what you doing isn't what it is that you're doing. If you're a harp player, you're going to be playing harp. Clearly, guitar player, guitar, DJ, etc. So what I mean by that is to take your idea and hone it into more specifically, audio video wise, what the viewer is going to see and hear, and how that's going to help you connect with the viewer. So if somebody comes to me with a video project of any kind, they usually have sort of an idea of what they're gonna do, but usually my first question is, okay, what do we see first? What do we hear first? And then you start thinking about, well, how is that connecting with the viewer? And you start seeing it from the viewer's perspective. So I think that's really key for your general idea, is to hone it into that and think from the viewer's perspective so that what you're doing connects with the viewer in a more meaningful way. So next up is, where are you going to stream? There's many options as to where you could stream. You know, there's the Instagram, Facebook Live, YouTube, Zoom. Does anyone stream on Zoom much anymore? A little bit. Twitch, that's new thought for some people. Thought that was just gamers, right? Well, no, it's a viable place where musicians can also connect with the community. Now, choosing which one is important, but you can kind of do them all. But let's just sort of go into each of them and see how you might benefit depending on your situation. So let's talk about the obvious. So Facebook and Instagram, everybody's got a Facebook or Instagram account pretty well. And what's really great about that is you're already well connected with your family, friends, and fans. And no matter what level musician you are, it's a great option to just use your phone and put it out and press go and you're live streaming. There's also some great hardware integrations that are relatively cheap to get you looking and sounding as good as possible on those platforms just using your phone, and I'll have a video detailing that soon. It's a good place to start. Everybody, Facebook, Instagram, do it. If you're already an established musician and you want to replace your previous live shows with live streams, YouTube is probably a really great option because it's looked at in the general public as a very professional medium. It's also decently searchable, but it needs some improvement on the searchability of live content, in my opinion. An established fan base will help you put on great shows on a trusted platform that everybody can enjoy. If you're an independent musician, I would still steer you more towards Facebook or Instagram for your daily, weekly content rather than steering you towards YouTube because of the lack of searchability and discovery in the live streaming realm there. Zoom. I don't know about you, but I'm just kind of tired of Zoom in general. What I do like about Zoom is its ability to connect with fans and you can see people react and clap to your performance. The thing I don't like about it is the lack of high quality audio options. And as a musician, that's a pretty key thing. I've done a couple Zoom concert type things myself, and it was great to have the interaction, but the lack of high quality audio, I really just don't prefer it to other platforms. And now the winner for me, which is Twitch. In March of 2020, I read an article online about how Twitch might be the next big thing in music because of how the world went. And I wasn't really 100% believing that, so I started looking into Twitch and streaming on Twitch myself. And the thing I found really interesting is that the community feel there is so positive, and all of the fellow music streamers, as well as the fans there, are unbelievable. There's so much support, and there's a few key things as well about Twitch that make it a really attractive place to stream as a musician. Not the least of which is that you can stream at 320 kilobits per second. I think it's kilobits. Anyways, really high quality audio streaming, and there's really unique features there, something called raiding, and raiding is when you take your entire audience to another stream when you're done streaming. So as a streamer, that can happen to you. You can get raided by somebody else, which is like a whole busload of people showing up to the bar that you're playing at, which is insane. That doesn't happen in real life. The other great thing about Twitch is the monetization capabilities and opportunities are so huge. There's multiple avenues that you can be paid as a musician, and I personally know lots of Twitch streaming musicians who are paying their rent, at least, with streaming on Twitch on a weekly basis. So, as a musician, it's a great opportunity, and I think lots of people should really take a good hard look at it. It's especially good for people that are able to be patient and play the long game, because it's a bit of a slow burn to get going and build a fan base. So if you're into playing the long game and are really patient, it's such a great place to be as a musician. My opinion. Let's talk tech. When it comes to gear, it's always good to use what you have sitting around first, because you don't necessarily know how much you're going to enjoy the pursuit of streaming and exactly what your idea may be, and that's okay. So, use what you got. And if you want to buy something, start with the cheaper stuff, go used first. There's lots of great used gear out there. Specifically, your gear is going to be fully dependent on the answers to the first two questions, which is, what you doing, what's your idea, how does your stream look and sound, and where are you streaming to? You could be streaming just to Instagram on your cell phone, and that's just fine for you, or you could have a multi-camera cinematic looking, heavily lit and scene changes and stinger transitions, and that's a very different technology set than just using your phone. So, think about those two questions, think about what you've got already on hand, and if you have any questions about technology or anything streaming based, shoot me a message in the comments below, and come on back to the channel because I'll be covering lots of things in detail moving forward. My name is David Hustler, it's Trust Hustler Online everywhere, and I stream on Twitch Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time doing Tech Tuesdays, and Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with my live music performance stuff on Twitch. Anyways, thanks for being here, have a great night, and I'll see you in another video sometime. Yeah.